Hello, darlings. Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl, King Mo. How do you do? Good day, good evening, good afternoon, whenever time you're watching this. Um, I just want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. Please like, share, and subscribe. Share, share, share. I'm trying to get my YouTube a little bit more popping. I am in TikTok world as well, but we're all migrated, honey. So help a sister out, get us together, okay? All right, love you. Stop lying to your kids. Stop lying to kids because this is, I don't know where we got this thing where we're supposed to lie to kids to protect them, but it doesn't protect them. Because when you lie to kids, their perception of what reality is, what is what's positive, what's negative, what are healthy relationships with certain people and boundaries is skewed. You literally mess them up. These are their vital years where they are looking at what relationships are and what they're supposed to be. But however, you do not, of course they don't need the heaviness of adulthood. They don't need to know the ins and outs of what things really mean or what relationships really mean, but lying to them does not help them. It hinders them. It sets them back when they get older, where they realizing, oh, I was being lied to. Now you're the manipulator. Now they're seeing you as a manipulator. You didn't tell me the truth. You didn't protect me enough to educate me on what it looks like in healthy relationships, because you told me lies because you thought I was a child and I could not handle it. Now things are age appropriate, right? But to lie to a child is the worst thing you could do. So for example, right? I work with kids, and sometimes they have struggles with the adults that they're working with, their teachers. And all teachers are not good and all teachers are not bad. Hello, I was one as well. And so sometimes students would come to my room, and this is why I got out of teaching and went more to a student support position. But they would come to my room and they would be like, "Oh, Miss G, so and so talking about a teacher has such a bad attitude." And I know they have a bad attitude because I've experienced it. And I hear how they talk about kids and I hear how they talk about certain things. The person has a bad attitude. But adults in the past, or adults or parents or anybody, I'm not just saying parents, would be like, no, she doesn't, just respect this and that, blah, blah, blah. And not reaffirm the things that they are picking up on. Kids don't understand it, but they feel what's going on. They feel when a parent is absent and something's not right, and they don't feel loved, but they don't really understand, or they feel rejected in a way. And you are sitting there trying to lie to them and tell them, oh no, this person's perfect. They're perfect. No, that's not the truth. And a lot of times when the kids would come to me and I'd be like, I understand that. And what I'm going to tell you is that you will not like every teacher that you have. And they might not like you, but what you need to do is get your work done, because that is what's going to push you forward. Everybody's not going to like you, and everybody's not going to understand who you are. And you won't like them either. And that's not what you're here for either. You're not going to like every teacher, but your job is to get your work done. And if it gets to a point where you're getting harassed, that's different or whatever. I understand that part. But when you lie to kids when they're younger, it sets them back in adulthood. It really does, because now we're adults and nobody goes back and undoes the lies that they told. So you kind of grow up listening to these lies, right? And these skewed perceptions. I won't even call them lies, all right? Because we know that with some adults, the intent is to protect. So I don't want to say lie. I'll say when you are stretching the truth, right, to protect your child, there's never a time where you go back until they bring it up again, that you undo those things. So now they're becoming adults and they're not creating boundaries with people. They're not understanding what's a person who actually likes them and who's a person who doesn't, a person who actually loves them and who doesn't, right? Because they were told from young these things. We were told, right? And so they're bringing those philosophies along in life. And so then they have to undo all of that. Because in high, it's just like when people say, if a guy treats you bad when you're younger, that means he really likes you, right? And so women are out here being dogged out by men and giving them excuses for the reason why they're treating them that way. It's not the truth. Somebody who likes you and loves you treats you well. They don't treat you like boo boo underneath the shoe, okay? So that's why I say, don't stretch the truth with your kids. Of course, they don't need to know. Your dad. The reason why your daddy not here is because he's on drugs and he's on the streets and he don't pick up the phone because he don't love you. He don't love it. You don't need to do all of that. But to lie to that person and give them false hope, or to to the kid, or not make them understand. Listen, daddy is a sick person, and sometimes you have to create boundaries with people who are sick, and that they, unfortunately, the sickness is taking control of their ability to show up for you, whatever it is, right? But to lie to a person and to not tell them that they need to create boundaries with these adults, right, or their friends, is not okay. They're not living in a utopia. They are living in a real world like you and I. And they need to have the tools in order to know what's good relationships, what's bad relationships, what's good touch, what's bad touch, right? What are feelings of being accepted and what somebody's bullying them. Those types of things. They need to know that. So I just want to encourage people to be honest. Just like you want somebody to be honest with you. Don't lie to kids when they're young. There are levels as into how in depth you go into it, right? Absolutely, because they're children. They don't need the heaviness of our world yet. They got years, right? We have years of not being ignorant to what the hell going on out here in these streets. But to but you could tell them in a way for age appropriate, where you do not have to lie to them in order to protect them. Educating them is the best way to protect your children. It's not easy. And it takes a village, and that village is also your village who takes care of you in the midst of taking care of these beautiful babies, all right? Because hey, okay, we the aunties and uncles now. We need to make sure that these kids is together, all right? And the things that we didn't get, that's okay. We can pull back now. We can still get it for ourselves, and we can move forward. All right, I was gonna make this a short, but Mo loves the babies. I can't help it. So yeah, um, I'll be posting some more videos, of course. I want to talk about something else too. But let me know what you want to see. I love you guys. Peace out. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to get to, I think it's 500, so I can go live and kind of, you know, get to know you guys. And I have a TikTok. I don't have an Instagram right now. I deactivated it a long time ago. So check me out on Instagram. Same name. Not Instagram. On TikTok. And I love you guys. Good night or good morning or good afternoon whenever you see this. Bye.